What's going on, guys? Mesmer here. First of all, thank you to the new subscribers. I've actually just reached over 1,000. I've been on YouTube for quite a long time. I guess some of the things that my channel has kind of generally been known for is Call of Duty Nat type videos. Look, I'm well past the stage where I play Call of Duty. I played it just yesterday, actually, while I was just helping a friend out, a family friend, with a computer. Essentially, it'd been like 2 years since we built it, and yeah, he was just like, "Oh, I just want to do a general checkup, do a clean." He's got Call of Duty installed, and it's mainly the kind of thing that he'll play after work, and he'll just chill out. Not very serious. Doesn't play much COD. So I tried it out, and it was Modern Warfare 3. Man, I did not know what was going on. That game, the menus are just horrendous. I just did not know. I was just trying to create a custom game against bots. I went into Modern Warfare 3. It then took me to like some other menu, and then for starters, it boots COD HQ, and then you choose the game that you want to play, and then it closes it and boots another game, and then you open that, and then it's like sideways scrolling menus, like some like mobile game. I was so confused. I just wanted to create a game with bots. I went into multiplayer, and I'm sitting there for 2 minutes, like, where is private match? And he's like, oh no, you got to go back to the other menu. So I went back, found custom game, and it said self-host custom game. So I did that, and then it's like creating a match and then waiting for host. I'm like, but I'm self-host, so why do I have to wait for a server to give me a host? It was just, I didn't know what was going on. So the first-person shooter genre game, kind of where we're sitting in current status, is not looking great. Like, yeah, there's a lot of people that play it. FPS is not going anywhere. So many people play these games. Yeah, it's not really going to disappear. But the game we're watching here, this is Delta Force, and if you haven't heard anything about it, this is the free-to-play that's going to be coming out towards the end of this year in, I think, early access, full release sometime early to mid next year. They said quarter one of 2025, so quarter one's like the first 3 months, so it could be kind of March, April. They could push it back as well. So yeah, this is Delta Force. This is the like alpha test. So they gave away like a few limited codes. You could go on Steam and you could sign up. This today, I believe, is the actual last day that it's open. So depending when you watch this, it's either going to be either closed or potentially in beta now. So I know that they're doing a beta, I think, in a couple of months. But to me, this game is essentially what Battlefield 2042, I think, wishes it was. I don't know. I played the beta of 2042, and like, yeah, it was a Battlefield game, but another example of a studio like DICE, where EA, has gobbled them up, and they've lost their way. So there's many beloved franchises that have existed, and whether they were bought by EA or pre-existed before EA. Yeah, EA has this tendency to just be money hungry. So we knew that when 2042 was going to come out, it was not going to be great. 2042 comes out, and everyone experiences the beta. They're like, oh, this isn't too bad. Yeah, it's got its problems, but EA come out very quickly. Oh, that was an old beta version. That doesn't represent what the game's going to be like. Lo and behold, the game comes out. Within like the first 2 weeks, it's on sale because there's just no one playing it. It turns out that beta that we were playing was the release. That was the game. And that's the thing we're seeing right now with this Call of Duty 6 beta. This game, while this is an alpha, this game has more polish than a studio that has released like 15 Call of Duties in the last 15 years. Like, how is this game by a company that, well, no, it's actually not that far out of understanding. This is a Chinese-owned company that's making this game, and I believe Tencent is the parent company. So, like, yeah, they've got China money, but how is this considered an alpha? And it looks the way it looks. It runs the way it does. Like I have a what you would call an outdated system by now. It's not actually that old, but it's an i9 from the 9th gen. Considering we're on 14th gen, potentially going to go to 15th gen within the next 6 to 12 months, that's kind of outdated in the world of technology. I have a 2080. We're on the 40 series, potentially going to go to the 50 series within the next 6 to 12 months as well. So definitely what people would consider be outdated. I think it's still fine. This game, I run a 2K monitor. I'm recording on the same system. I'm getting about 110 to 120 FPS. This game is very well optimized for how well it looks, how well it runs, how good the guns feel. And keeping in mind, the footage that you're seeing is actually on most likely a North American server. So I'm in Australia. The servers that exist for the alpha are North America and Europe, I believe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That's just from what I could select as the region. Those were the only two regions that I could select. And a friend of mine, I got a Twitch key for him. From there, we've been playing this. I think he accidentally chose his region as Europe. I chose mine as NA. Maybe he didn't even choose his region. He may have just pressed next, not even thinking that it made a difference. I don't know if it does make a difference. We connect from Australia to most likely a North American server. There's a tiny bit of delay that comes with that. So we have this probably about 150 ms to that probably the minimum that it would get to. I'd say on average we sit at about 200 ms. Pretty much any close engagement gunfight I will lose. And you'll see that coming up here. If I get into a close range where I swap, like I've got the sniper at the moment. I just unlocked the AWM, so I'm giving it a bit of a go. But if I swap to the AK, which I've got a fair few levels in, I will lose close encounters. It's just the way that this game works. Something that I've noticed about this game, so there's a few things I want to go through. In an age where we have, X-Defiant comes out and it's, people class it as, it's going to be the COD killer. And then, it was good, but I don't know, it's just so hard to sway the audience that Call of Duty has. The audience is primarily made up of, cracked out of their mind ADHD kids that, they can't keep their hands still. Everyone's playing on PS5 or Xbox. That's where I started, as a kid. Got an Xbox 360, bought it when I first started working. And yeah, it was great. Played heaps of Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, those kind of games. Loved them. As I kind of kept working, I decided to get into PC gaming. Mainly for that RPG side of things. Since then, every shooter's been on PC. Can't turn back. But here we are in this era of Call of Duty is the king of FPS, but I don't know how the audience puts up with it year after year. How do you enjoy that style of game anymore? It is just, you could catch the sweat and sell it. It is extract the salt out of it. It is literally that the game is so crazy. I'm sitting there and I test this Call of Duty, and it's there's just people jumping around, slide cancelling, bunny hopping, diving everywhere. It's why can't people just stay on the ground. Like, and the jumping around corners, like, style of gameplay has even gotten to me. Like, I'd do it. I played heaps of X Define when that first came out, and that was like what everyone was doing. So I just did it. I just did the same thing. I was like, yeah. And now it's ingrained in my game. Like, I'm sure you'll see sections of this video where I like jump to like zoom in. I don't know. It's now just a reaction. I'm just going to list a few things that I've found out about this game. Don't have much long with this, but this game in particular, is it a Battlefield 4 killer? Or, well, not specifically Battlefield 4. Is it a Battlefield franchise killer? No. This game, I feel like it will be popular. It's going to have quite a large Eastern market, so a lot of the Asian countries, because this particular game was like the Battlefield for Asia. So, yeah, I think it will be popular. Will it kill Battlefield? No. I hope this game gets popular to the point where Battlefield really have to step up their game and they actually just smash it out of the park with the next one. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Battlefield, enjoyed it. Like, on Battlefield 4, my longest headshot sniping is 1.7 kilometers, so quite far. I love the game, but no, this is not a Battlefield 4 killer. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Bit of a rant, basically just wanted to show some gameplay and just talk. But yeah, we can see I kind of go pretty well, 22 to 8. 7 revives. I'm not even playing a sniper. Not even playing medic. Sorry. So yeah, that's really it. Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for a shake up in this this shooter genre. It's a bit slower. You know, time to kill's pretty decent. Sniping feels nice. It's not one shot to the body, which is a bit upsetting, but you know, maybe they have hardcore versions. They've also got like a Tarkov style extraction shooter. From what I've heard, they have bots in those. But yeah, at this stage, honestly, yeah, if this game comes out and it's great and Battlefield has to respond to it because it does so well, I'm so excited for competition in this industry. Call of Duty has literally sucked the life out of all these players, and they're so used to sitting there and copying it. And yeah, I haven't bought Call of Duty since Cold War, and even then I played like 4 hours of that and I was so over it. So yeah, well, I'll throw a bit of the other map up, you know, while we're kind of playing, and yeah, I'll keep talking about it. But yeah, at this stage, you're probably, you know, watching this and wanting to maybe think, how do I play this game? Well, unfortunately, the alpha is probably over by the time you're watching this, but the beta might be out, depending, again, when you're watching this. So yeah, thanks for joining me for my rant. It's probably a lot of just thoughts thrown out on the page, not really much sense in it, but hey, if you like that kind of thing, that's what I'll be about. So yeah, thanks for joining me, and have a good one. Bye.